Alright, it looks like it arrived. This is the rear diffuser upgrade I was talking about in my first video. It's from Rieger. Very nice. It looks very nice, and also it's very well packed. You have here the anti-scratch film, also extra protection for all these sharp edges, let's call it this way. Nice label reminding you that you should remove all of this after assembling, and you will not be able to return it if you remove this plastic. Also, important bit, this is like this is the label describing the product from Rieger, and also that is also an original product, although this is a label, but it's ABS, black and glossy. Good thing is that it also brings these spacers, the required screws, and the instructions, although they are in German. So yeah, let's see how we do it. Let's go ahead and disassemble the old one from the car. So this is how the rear side of the car looks like. Let's change that thing in there. So I think I will have to remove this one, this is a clip, this is a Torx, and then I have three like this one. Okay, just remember the tailpipe, and then this one, we have another one in the middle, and it's symmetric, so it should be symmetry on the other side. But problem is right here. I think there is a tap system, so I will need to pull a little bit from here. Let's start, let's see how it goes. Alright, I just removed the tap from here. Took me a while because you need to give a good pull, and then also give a good pull towards that direction. Alright, it just starts coming out. I just put some tape here for protection, but Jesus, just need to grow a big pair of and give it a good pull, and it comes out. Let's clean it a little bit and put the other one. There you go, let's compare them. I can see from here this one has a bit more like a sharp edges, and this one is more like smoother, I would say. I like this one, it's very basic. And what I really like from this one is this kind of tab or lip that this one, it's missing completely. So I'm going to try to put this one back. Alright, I'm just finishing putting it back here, but there's something I don't like. This thread here is different if compared to the one that Rieger gives you. So you are basically overriding the thread. I don't really like it. Also, I think you need to drill holes in the plastic and put this one here. I want to show you if I can where. This is basically on the sides. I don't know, I don't really like it. Another thing I don't like is, I don't know if you see the bump here. This is because of the way the spacer is placed, and this one lays a bit lower than it should be. I don't like it. That's how the screw looks like. It's completely bent, you can see that. And again, this wavy thing, I know it's below, I know it's no one's going to see this, but I don't like it. Something to improve, I would say. And now I need to drill a hole here, because it lays, the previous hole was here in the rear, and this one is here. I know again it's just armature, plastic armature, but I don't like it either. I thought it would be a better experience. I don't really like keeping the car as original as I can, and that's for sure. But just adding things that I can remove later if I don't really like them, or if I want to sell the car. This one forced me to drill 2 holes, but anyway, I think it looks pretty cool. And now the time that we were all looking for, the unwrapping. This look is really worth it. I really like it. I don't like the screws that came with the diffuser. They look like they are made of some kind of mild steel. I mean, I have a magnet here, you can see. So this, with the salt in the roads in winter, this will just get super rusty in no time. So I'm gonna measure them, and I'm gonna head up to the DIY store, and I think I'm gonna try to find some stainless steel alternatives. You can also see how the thread, somehow you need to override the other one. I don't know if that's the right term to define it, but yeah, not very nice method. I also am missing some kind of washer here, so it will make pressure and it will not scratch the diffuser. I was talking about something like this, stainless steel washer. So what would happen here is that we allow the screw to rotate, but the washer is not going to have any other function that allowing the screw to rotate without scratching the other surface. It's just for relative motion, it's not for pressure. There is a lot of thread already covered, and yeah, I don't think vibrations will affect here, because the clip that is on this side, I think it's already doing all that function. So I went to the local store to see if I could find the screws I wanted for the diffuser. So I tried to find everything in a local store, nothing like online, or just because of the fact that you should be able to do so. So for these ones, you see here, I found the same size, as you can see here, but galvanized. I didn't find anything like A2 stainless steel. I think this one is better already. They are exactly the same size, but as you can see, the thread is slightly different. I'm gonna test them now. And for the other ones, I found stainless steel A2 grade. I just added a washer there too, but yeah, they are much bigger. I mean, I think this one is 13 millimeters length and the other one is 22. However, the diameter is the same. Price wise, yeah, almost €1 for 2 screws, and this one is 21 cents for 2 screws. As a last update, these ones, they thread in really well. This one's not so good, but you can see it here at the top of the thread. These ones are really nice, and these ones, yeah, there's no problem. It's just a thin layer of plastic that there is a lot of room for a much bigger screw, but this is not really needed. Even if you find something smaller, it should fit perfectly. So regarding OBDEleven mods, I wanted to show you all the changes I've made so far. I'm not planning to show you how OBDEleven works, because there are tons of videos online and I think they are much more introductive than other ones. So the first thing that I'm gonna recommend you is to make a full backup of all your control units, and I'm also sharing with you all the sources from which I got all these modifications. Then I decided to create a text document that I split in sections, and for the first one it's all the modifications I have performed so far, and they are working 100% in my car, as you can see here. And then for every single modification I will also have personal comments, just in case it might be helpful for you. Then for a second section I have basically all the modifications that I would like to test, or they are showing me some kind of error. Perhaps you can show me here or help me here. And then I have two more sections here. The first one is to investigate. I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time in this one because it's what I would like to do, and I haven't found it yet because the modification list is getting so big that I think I would like to continue with other sub-projects for this very big project. So for the first one we have the auto lock feature. When the owner forgets to lock the car after a certain time, that means that you get off the car and you forget to lock it. It's not the famous auto lock feature that whenever the driver gets out and you lock the car and you close the driver's door, all the doors get locked, and sometimes you have passengers inside because they are not outside just yet, and it doesn't make sense. For the second one is I would like to visualize or to see what kind of values the dynamic chassis control are throwing on the different driving profiles, or if you can adjust it with a slider, for example. It would be very nice. I saw a video online, but I think you need BZP for that, and I don't know how far am I willing to go with this one. And the third one is that in order to change the different driving profiles while you're driving, you need to press the button that is right below the infotainment system. I would love to change all the driving profiles from the steering wheel while driving, so I don't have to look somewhere else. It is true that whenever you press the button very quickly, at least in my dashboard, you can see that the driving profile is changing, but this is not what I'm looking for. And for the last one, I have the troubleshooting section, because when I bought the car, I had an issue with the windows. They wouldn't open or close if you leave the button pressed. So as an automated order, and they were right away they were stopping the driving. This happened with the driver's window. However, the passenger one was perfect. So I had to somehow define the basic settings for the electric motors in the windows, and I found how to do it, which is here, but I don't remember where I found it. Just in case, it's also here. And all of these modifications and comments will be in the video description.